Hello, welcome back to Bottles to Consider, or welcome if this is your first time watching. On this episode, we're going to explore a bottle from a very popular brand, but one that I personally never had much experience with. And that is the Contigo Autoseal Chill Vacuum Insulated 24 ounce bottle. So to start, let's jump into some of the things that are working for me with this bottle. I was actually a little surprised while testing it out. I kept testing it for, I think, longer than I needed because it was just pleasant enough to use and there was always water in it. So I was like, why switch right now? And yeah. So just a touch about this brand. You're not going to find it, I think, in a lot of outdoor specific stores, but it's super popular. You can get it in, places like Kohl's and Walmart and I think Target. So it's a very common brand if you're just out in the world shopping and you're looking for a water bottle and you're not going to a dedicated sort of outdoorsy kind of place. One thing that I think is interesting, and I'll put a link in the description, you can find almost this identical bottle from Coleman. And I believe they are, in fact, from the same company, the same umbrella company owns them, which is just kind of fun fact. But anywho, so let's get into the pros. I don't know what much to say other than it just has basic functionality. It fits in a cup holder nicely. The body is nice to hold. It's nice to sip from, although there are caveats, as you can imagine. But, overall, it does its job. But let's get into the cap. The water comes out, or the liquid out of this little sippy thing, which right now, as you can see, is closed. This button on the back, you press it, sort of flips open, and then it's very drinkable. If you don't press this button on the back, it's pretty leak-proof. Not totally leak-proof, though. So then what they have to add, I guess, an additional layer of leak-proofness, or as some people have commented to me, a feeling of not wanting the part you touch your mouth to be always exposed for germ kind of reasons, or just dirty dust and stuff. There's a little cap that then kind of clips over. At this point, it's pretty leak-proof. Again, it's not throw in a bag with a computer, in my opinion. There's this, then, which is just a little hook for holding, I think. And that I actually enjoyed more than I thought. And I was like, oh, maybe I wish this was on more bottles I use. And I know it's it's a popular feature, it's just not on ones I use. Yeah, I kind of like that. And then on the back again, you have the button. So yeah, there's just a lot happening. The sippy component is the central component of this bottle. And I guess that's where, if you like that, then I'd say give this a try. If that type of drinking feels good to you, I don't know of a bottle that does it the exact same way other than the one from Coleman, which is, again, I think the same company, basically. Yeah, give it a try. It didn't really work for me. It worked better than I thought. I thought it was going to frustrate me the whole time I was using it, but, sometimes I would take a sip like this, and I'd be like, right, I have to hold this. And that was a little annoying. Also, it was annoying because, as the water level gets lower, more of the weight then is at the bottom. And you have to hold it at the top. And so it's kind of I don't know exactly how leverage is involved, but there's something where I'm having to swing a lot of weight. There's just too much going on in this to me. So that alone, it was kind of a deal breaker for me. I was just I can't always have to hold my water bottle right here. The other thing I didn't love is I didn't get a real impression of long-term durability on this cap. And mostly that's based on just me judging the materials and the look. And, maybe I'm wrong. But I guess a few things I'll point out. This lid Like there's these marks where the plastic, like pressure has been applied to the plastic. And you can see it on the other side too. And I'm just like, I don't see this thing. It does have a little metal pin right there, but like, I'm not feeling super optimistic that this is gonna be around for a long time. Also, you know, it's got this kind of friction fit. There's a little groove right there, and then a little nub in here, so it kind of... But like I said, I'm not getting a 100% waterproof vibe from that. Now let's open the cap. Basically, there's like a little spring mechanism that's, you know, related to the button you press that then somehow kind of opens that. And again, I'm just like, this seems like a lot of stuff that could break. And it really doesn't seem like it's that easy to disassemble. In fact, there's like 4 screws there. I don't know if the camera can focus on it, but like those screws, it's like a triangle, almost like it's like some sort of, I don't know if it's proprietary, but it's like not a convenient screw to be able to unscrew or not. And it's just all seems to be plastic minus that little metal spring. So I'm just like not feeling too optimistic about this. If it was the most comfortable drinking experience I'd ever had, I probably would be like, you know what, worth it. Who am I to say? Maybe this will last for a long time. But combined with the fact that it wasn't, that just didn't really add up for me. Another thing that I think I just, once I noticed, I was like, no, I can't, I don't want that, is, so I often live with the bottle not with this cap on, right? But as you sip from it, I don't know if you can see. Right here where this, if I push this little bit slides off, there is like a little glistening puddle of water. And that just seems gross. This like tiny little bit of like, what I assume is like leftover backwash from when you drank. And then it's just sitting there. Yeah, other than that, you know, it's like a second part down here, which has been slightly dented. I don't have anywhere to really put it, but it seems like it's sturdy and like still on though, which is nice. Like I said, it's a totally serviceable bottle. And I mean, that's the reason I'm sure it's a big seller, you know, and in places like big department stores and stuff. And you know, the other thing related to that is you're maybe getting what you pay for in the sense that this is a little cheaper than something like a Hydro Flask vacuum insulated 24-ounce thing. And you're still getting a lot of the value. It keeps cold things cold, hot things hot. So I don't know, if you don't want to spend as much as like that price level, but you want an insulated bottle, or maybe you lose bottles frequently and so you don't want to throw down. I mean, there's any number of reasons. Give it a try. And I think the cap will make it or break it for you. You know, I think it's worth keeping Contigo on your radar, especially if you're looking for something a little less expensive than those like top level pricey bottles. So anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. If you have a Contigo bottle, I would love to hear about your experience with them. Or if you have a Coleman, I'd love to learn a little bit more about that relationship. I'll put links to this bottle and any others I mentioned in the show notes. And please, you know, like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.